Hello, welcome to another wiki procedure, and today we are going to look on how you can apply for a permanent residence permit in Kenya. We have included the link down here, which is going to direct you to our wiki procedure page, where we have given you detailed information on how you can go about making the application. We have also included external links where you can get more information about permanent residency in Kenya. And we have also included links to documents which are used for the application process. We are going to have a look at these documents as we move on with our application today. And let's shift our attention to the right hand side of the screen. We have included the select language option, which you can choose the language which you find easy to comprehend. And in Kenya, you can choose Kiswahili or any other language which you find easier for you to understand, and this will make your experience in wiki procedure as easy and smooth as possible. But for our purposes today, we are going to stick to English. So let's get back to our presentation. And the list of items which you're going to cover include the need of the permanent residency permit, the eligibility, the required documents, steps to follow in making the applications, the fees, the validity period, processing time, offices, and other relevant information on how you can apply for a permanent residence permit. This procedure today is brought to you by wikiprocedure.com. Welcome. Let's look at the need of a permanent residence permit. The residency will grant the holder rights in Kenya, and these include the right to enter and remain in Kenya without restrictions, the right to be employed in Kenya without the need of a work permit, the right to join and attend educational institutions in Kenya, the right to legally own property and to move and settle anywhere in Kenya, the right to access and enjoy social services and facilities in Kenya. You will also be taxed the same amounts as Kenyan citizens, which is fairly lower than foreign citizens, and as we have already mentioned, you will get exemptions from work permits. The eligibility is that persons who were citizens by birth in Kenya but have since renounced or otherwise lost their citizenship status are precluded by the laws of other countries of which they have acquired domicile from holding dual citizenship. What they can do, they can apply for a permanent residence in Kenya. Second is that persons who have held work permits for at least 7 years in Kenya and have been continuously residing in Kenya for the last 3 years immediately, they have been continuously residing in Kenya for the last 3 years immediately preceding the making of this application, including their children and spouses, are eligible. And children and spouses born outside Kenya and have acquired citizenship of the domicile countries are eligible to make an application for permanent residency. And spouses of Kenyan citizens married for at least 3 years. So spouses which of Kenyan citizens who are foreigners who are not Kenyans can apply for permanent residency after the 3rd year of marriage. So let's move on. The required documents include the application letters, the duly filled application form of permanent residency form 23. You'll also require to fill a questionnaire of intending applicants of category B. You're going to look at that. You need proof of previous Kenyan citizenship, which may be a copy of a birth certificate, identification card, or passport. You need a copy of your current passport, police clearance certificate issued by the country of domicile if you're an ex-citizen of Kenya. Sorry about this. And you also need a copy of the work permits to prove that you've been in Kenya and for the last with a work permit visa and you've been residing in Kenya. You also to show that it will solidate to show that your spouse and children are in Kenya legally. You also need to demonstrate your marriage and family life, so you may ask to produce a marriage certificate and also to swear a joint affidavit together with the spouse if the marriage was not solemnized in Kenya. So the steps to follow, we have different categories of applicants. We have the category A, who are ex-citizens of Kenya and renounce their Kenyan citizenship. We have category B, who are lawful residents of Kenya and their spouses and children are below 18 years. We have category C, which are children of Kenyan citizens born outside Kenya. Category D is spouses of Kenyans married at least 3 years. So let's see how you can go about. You're supposed to make the application in person. Write a letter stating that why you should be granted the Kenyan citizenship. The letter should be addressed to the Director of Immigration Service, Nyayo House, through this PO Box 30395/00100. And the letter must include a Kenyan physical address and the Kenyan postal office number, the PO box number and Kenyan phone number must be included in the letter. You are supposed also to fill and submit the application for permanent residency form 23, which can be downloaded through this link, or even it may be obtained from the immigration offices. We are going to look at the form in just a bit. So after filling in the form, you are supposed to also fill and submit a Kenyan citizenship questionnaire of intending for category A and category B applicants. So category A and category D applicants need to fill the citizenship questionnaire of intending. This is to actually declare about their allegiance. And from there, you're supposed to fill the questionnaire, questionnaire for permanent residency, work permit form B. This is for category B. And for the ones who are in Kenya, want to apply for permanent residency after being in Kenya for 7 years, they are supposed to fill in the category B, the work permit holders form. So the form can also be found at the immigration office, or it can be downloaded through this link. And you can supposed also to fill the permanent residency status form, which can also be downloaded here, and we're going to also take a look at those forms. So depending on your category which you fall under, fill the appropriate form and attach the required documents and submit. You are supposed to pay the applicable fees. This is paid during the submission of the processing fees are paid during the submission of the application, and the immigration fee is paid after the approval. So once the application has been processed and is successful, an approval certificate shall be issued containing the terms of residency. So first of all, let's take a look at these forms, and let's just have a quick look. You can download the forms through the following link, depending on which category you fall under. The form 23, this is how it looks like. You can they want your particulars, your details, your children's details, your spouse's details, and you have to make a declaration. Form B, this is for the work permit holders. You also just have to state your details, your nationality, your family's details, your children's, and you're also supposed to attach their photographs there for permanent. And here's the permanent residency status. This is also for it's supposed to be filled in duplicate, and it's for the category for the category B. For the category B, they are also supposed to fill in the permanency residence status. So after filling and submission and paying the fees, the residency status, the approval certificate shall be issued with the terms of residency. The fees are 10,000 shillings for category A and B. The processing fee, issuance fee is 15,000 shillings for category A. Issuance fee is 500,000 for category B. For category C, processing fee and issuance fee is 5,000 shillings. For category D, processing fee is 5,000 and issuance fee is 50,000 shillings. For East Africans, the amount for all processing and issuance is 5,000 shillings. The validity period is forever, but it can be lost if you violate the residency requirements. And the processing time is 14 days. The office locations are the Department of Immigration Services are at Kenyatta Avenue, Nyayo House, the 20th floor. And other information is that a permanent resident cannot obtain a Kenyan identification card or a Kenyan passport. Now that's one of the rights which you cannot get, and you cannot also vote. And one of the rights is that you can both work in Kenya and own real estate. So thank you for watching this video. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and go ahead and tell your friends about Wiki Procedure. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button again, hit the like button. You can browse through our videos. We have many videos detailing different kinds of procedures and applications and how to make registrations. And in Kenya, we have included more than all the 47 counties detailing how you can go about different procedures and different application processes. So once again, you can visit the Wiki Procedure website, and from here you can download your forms which you're going to use for the application processes and go through any questions, anything which is not clear. So once again, thank you for choosing Wiki Procedure. I wish you all the best in your endeavors of gaining permanent residency in Kenya.